Today we're going to talk about something you can check for right in your own bathroom mirror. It's a super important health check-in because, believe it or not, your gums are trying to talk to you. So let's learn how to listen.
All right, first question. And be honest, when you're brushing your teeth or maybe when you're flossing, do you ever spot a little pink in the sink? A little bit of blood? It happens to a lot of people, right? But just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal.
And that's the trap so many of us fall into. We see it and we just kind of shrug it off. We think, oh, I must have just brushed a little too hard. But let me be really clear about this. Healthy gums should not bleed. That little bit of blood is your body's first whisper, its first warning sign that something's not quite right.
I'm going to give you a really simple checkup you can do at home. The whole point is to spot those earliest warning signs, those little whispers, long before they turn into something much more serious.
Okay, let's get right into it. Here's your 3-step home checkup. We're calling it Listen to the Whispers. Because these early signs, they can be subtle, but they are crystal clear signals that your gums need a little extra attention.
The process couldn't be simpler. First, you're going to check for any bleeding. Second, you're going to take a close look at the color and the shape of your gums. And third, you're going to pay attention to your breath. So let's break down each one of these steps.
So, sign number 1, bleeding. This is the most common and honestly the most ignored sign of them all. Think of it like your body waving a little red flag. When plaque builds up along your gum line, it causes inflammation. That's what we call gingivitis. Your gums get sensitive, and even just gentle brushing can make them bleed. If you see blood, you're seeing active inflammation. Period.
All right, step 2 is a visual check. So go on, get close to the mirror. Healthy gums should be nice and firm and a pale pink color. But when they're fighting off an infection, they get red, puffy, maybe even a little swollen. The difference is really obvious when you know what to look for.
And number 3 is all about breath that just won't go away. Look, we all get morning breath, that's normal. But if you notice that bad breath or halitosis is sticking around even after you've brushed your teeth, that's a big warning sign. It can actually be caused by the gases that are released by all the nasty bacteria multiplying down in the pockets of your gums.
So, those are the whispers, right? Bleeding, redness, and bad breath. But what happens if we ignore them? What happens if we just keep hitting the snooze button on these warnings? Well, that's when the whispers start to become shouts. Let's talk about the real danger of waiting.
You really need to understand these 2 main stages. Gingivitis is that early stage we've been talking about. It's just inflammation, and, this is the important part, it's completely reversible with good brushing and flossing. But if you don't deal with it, it can progress to periodontitis. And this is serious. This is where your own body's immune response goes into overdrive and starts to literally destroy the bone and tissue that hold your teeth in place.